The Union Jack. The British flag, if you think about it, is kind of a Frankenstein assortment of three different national flags. It's a combination of the flags of England, Scotland, and Ireland. Sorry, Wales. But that can't be the end of this video, so let's dig a little deeper here. To start with the flag of England, which can also be called St. George's Cross, we don't know exactly where or how it originated inside of England. It is known that in 1188, the kings of England and France both decided to go on a crusade together, and in order to distinguish their armies, the English used a white cross and the French used a red cross. Somehow and at some time, the English may have adopted the red cross that was used by the French. There is a legend that King Richard the Lionheart on the Third Crusade adopted the symbol for usage in the English, but it's pretty unclear historically. The first recorded use of the red cross on a flag within England dates back to its use as a maritime flag used within the English Navy in 1545. During the English Reformation, St. George rose to become the primary patron saint of England, and all the religious flags other than his own were abolished within the country. This left a lot of room for his cross to become even more associated with England. Moving on to the Scottish flag, which is also called St. Andrew's Cross, its origins revolve around the martyr of St. Andrew. St. Andrew is the patron saint of Scotland, and according to legend, he was crucified on an X-shaped cross. The familiar X shape with the image of St. Andrew crucified first began to appear in Scotland in 1180 during the reign of William I. That image would also be depicted on official seals within Scotland during the late 13th century. The image of St. Andrew would be removed to form a more simple X shape sometime in the 14th century. And then in 1385, the Scottish Parliament ordered that Scottish soldiers serving abroad in France had to wear a white X on their armor to distinguish themselves. The first confirmed historical usage of the familiar white X with a blue background on a flag inside Scotland was in 1542, 3 years before the English first used St. George's Cross in their navy. The first edition of the Union Jack flag originated in 1606. 3 years earlier, in 1603, James I of Scotland had inherited both the English and Irish thrones, and in addition to Scotland ruled all three kingdoms. Despite how the three kingdoms were all ruled by the same monarch, they each remained separate. But James ordered a new flag to symbolize the union between his native kingdom of Scotland and the Kingdom of England, and so two different versions were created. There is the more familiar English version of the flag, which was used in England, and the less familiar Scottish version, which was of course used in Scotland. Both of these flags were used in limited forms because both kingdoms remained politically separate until the Acts of Union in 1707 formally united England and Scotland into the same country, Great Britain. After the Acts of Union, the English version of the flag became the official flag of the new country. But that still leaves out the red X shape, which symbolizes Ireland. The red X on a white background is known as St. Patrick's Saltire. It is a symbol of St. Patrick and began to be associated with Ireland as a whole only in the 1780s. It was adopted as the symbol of the Order of St. Patrick, which was an order created by the English King George III. Ironically, as a consequence of this, many Irish nationalists have rejected this flag as a British invention to represent Ireland for themselves. The flag had some usage in Ireland before 1783, but it's rather unclear. It was used on the coat of arms of the powerful Fitzgerald family in Ireland, and it also appears on the back sides of some Irish coins minted around 1480 in honor of the Fitzgeralds. So before 1801, Ireland had been a part of a personal union inside Great Britain, but on January 1st, 1801, the kingdoms of Great Britain and Ireland were formally united into the nation now named the Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. In order to represent this addition of Ireland into the kingdom, the flag was again changed with a red X cross so that all three kingdoms would be represented on one single flag. Again, poor Wales, even now nobody has figured out a good way to fit you onto the already crowded flag. Even without representing Wales, this Union flag has remained in place even after the majority of Ireland left the United Kingdom. The red X cross now represents Northern Ireland, which still remains a part of the kingdom. In addition to being the flag of the United Kingdom, the flag has been used on several other national flags that used to be a part of the British Empire. It was a part of the United States' flag until 1777 when a certain rebellion changed all of that. A part of the Canadian flag all the way up until 1965 when they voted to change it. A small part of the South African flag up to 1994 when apartheid finally ended. And continues to remain a part of the national flags of New Zealand, Australia, Tuvalu, the Cook Islands, Fiji, and the Canadian provinces of British Columbia, Ontario, Manitoba, and Newfoundland, as well as the United States state of Hawaii. And as for the English flag with St. George's Cross, it is also found on the flag of Alberta, Canada. With current events like the New Zealand flag referendum and the Scottish referendum to leave the United Kingdom in 2014, the status of the UK flag around the world and the status of the UK flag itself is still subject to change. What would the UK flag have looked like if Scotland had voted to leave the Union in 2014? Would the United Kingdom even have been called the United Kingdom anymore? What interesting future.
The United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, or simply United Kingdom or Britain, is a sovereign union consisting of four entities: England, Scotland, Wales, and the province of Northern Ireland. This is the Cool Facts Show. Subscribe for more cool facts. This episode is brought to you by Audible.com. Want to learn more? Download a free audiobook and get a 30-day free trial at audibletrial.com/The Cool Facts Show. Fact 1. Many people get confused about the name United Kingdom. Take note that the United Kingdom and Great Britain cannot be used interchangeably. The United Kingdom includes all 3 countries in Northern Ireland, while Great Britain only comprises the 3 countries excluding Northern Ireland. Fact 2. Among the countries, England is the most populous part of the United Kingdom, with approximately 49 million inhabitants. London, the capital of England, is also its largest city and major international and financial hub. Fact 3. The United Kingdom has a constitutional monarchy with a federal parliament type of government. Queen Elizabeth II is the official head of state and has been for 60 years. The Queen of the United Kingdom is considered the legal ruler of the countries of the Commonwealth that represent 1/6 of the Earth's total land surface. Fact 4. In the United Kingdom, drinking alcohol is legal for kids over 5 years old, but only at home and at other private premises. It is a criminal offense for a person under 18 years old to be seen consuming alcohol in public areas. Fact 5. The United Kingdom has claimed its fame in the field of sports, literature, and conquering the world. Rugby, soccer, boxing, cricket, and golf were all invented in Britain. Likewise, the country has produced many renowned writers including Charles Dickens, William Shakespeare, and the best-selling author of the Harry Potter series, J.K. Rowling. America, Canada, Australia, India, Hong Kong, and many other places were considered British property at one point. Fact 6. Margaret Thatcher was the first woman prime minister in Britain, serving from 1979 to 1990. She was the longest-serving minister of the country in the 20th century. Best known for her nickname, the Iron Lady, she became associated with her uncompromising conservative politics and leadership styles. An autobiographical film with the same title was released in 2011 and was portrayed by the brilliant actress Meryl Streep. Fact 7. The Industrial Revolution started in Great Britain. It is the period involving immense social and economic changes that resulted from the development of steam-powered machinery and mass production methods. This marked a major turning point in history, converting Britain into the world's first industrialized nation, which led to massive changes in the lives of the British people and around the world. Fact 8. The United Kingdom has been the strongest international ally of the United States since the 1940s. The special relationship is the term coined by Winston Churchill in his speech pertaining to the exceptionally close political, cultural, military, and economic relations between the United Kingdom and the United States. We weep together. We celebrate and bleed together. The United Kingdom and the United States together will help define the future of humanity.
vlog, and for today's video, I'm gonna be sharing you some information and facts about the country United Kingdom. Hope you enjoy it. The United Kingdom is a state made up of historic countries of England, Wales, Scotland, as well as Northern Ireland. England is the most populated country in the United Kingdom. England is bordered by Wales to the west and Scotland to the north. Capital city of England is London. Other major cities include Birmingham, Manchester, Sheffield, Liverpool, Newcastle, and Leeds. Wales. Cardiff is the largest city and also the capital of Wales. Other major cities in Wales include Swansea, Newport in the south, and Wrexham to the north of the country. Scotland. The capital city of Scotland is Edinburgh, while the largest city is Glasgow. Other major cities include Aberdeen and Dundee. The most major cities are located in the Scottish Lowlands. Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland is the smallest country in the United Kingdom. 1921, the island of Ireland was divided into two parts. Northern Ireland remained part of the United Kingdom and the rest became known as the Republic of Ireland. That's it for this video. I hope you learned something about this one and you enjoyed it. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please click the subscribe button down below and like and share or leave any comment. Thank you! Okay ra gid kayo.